All right, welcome everybody to Signing Distributors. Who's ready to grow their team tonight? We're about to drop some fire. So you guys, here's the rules, okay? The rules to the Zoom. When you hear something that you love, you throw fire in the chat. There's going to be a lot of fire going down tonight. So I'm super stoked. I'm going to turn the music off so you can hear everything that we have to say. We're going to start off with Maria, so I'm going to give it over to her. Just give me 5.
Alrighty, welcome everybody. Sorry that it's a little bit dark. I'm sitting under a street light, okay? This is RV life for you. We switched our sites today and my Wi-Fi hasn't been hooked up yet. So I'm sitting out here in the truck. I made everybody go into Target and I'm running my Zoom from my car, but that's why I do what I do, right? So we're gonna kind of share a little bit about secrets or not so secrets of signing distributors. So I know everybody that joins is always like, how do you sign distributors? So what I want to do first of all is before we kind of start and dig in is I want to share a little bit about my story and what happened when I first started the business. So I've been in the business for 5 years. I am a triple diamond VIP. Whoop, whoop. And when I started the business, I was in the business 5 full months before I signed my first distributor. A lot of self-doubt, a lot of times thinking, oh my word, what is wrong with me? Why am I not signing distributors? I can remember messaging Jami every single day and saying, what am I doing wrong? Please tell me, because I want to be successful in this. I was signing customers. I was doing everything that I need to do, but I was not signing distributors and I did not know why. I remember when it all changed for me, I was sitting on a coaching call that I had won. It was with our presidential diamond and our double diamond upline at the time. This was before that Jami Herndon hit Pres or Sell. She was actually, I want to say, maybe Ruby at this point. And so she may have been Emerald. I can't remember, Ruby or Emerald. Anyway, I won this coaching call and we were sitting there. They were questioning me. Hang on one second, guys. I'm just going to try to mute everyone. Okay, I think that worked. Okay, and they asked me, I can remember the husband asked me, said, Maria, what is your goal this year? Where do you want to be this year? What's your goal for your rank? And I had not thought that through, you guys. I was just so desperate and so wanting to sign a distributor so bad that I had not really thought what my goal was. Like I had no roadmap. I had no plan. I did not know. And I immediately fired off the word double diamond. You guys, double diamond meant nothing to me. I didn't even know what the income of a double diamond made at that point. I literally was only in the business for $500 to $1,000 a month. And he said, that's a great plan. What is your goal to hit that by? And at that point, I hadn't even signed a distributor for 5 months. And I thought, my God, well, I haven't signed it in 5 months. So I just said, oh, by the end of the year. Well, at that point, it was in January. So we're talking, I was giving myself 12 months to go double diamond. And then he said, okay, well, what's your goal by, 6 month mark? And I hadn't thought that through. So I immediately said, well, it's diamond, that's my goal, diamond. So he said, those are really good goals. So I can remember him saying that they're both telling me, Maria, everything you're doing is right. You're posting great. You're asking, you're messaging, you're doing it all right. You will keep sowing those seeds and you'll reap the harvest. Well, Jami Herndon had told me that every single day for 5 months. And I was so sick of hearing that I decided, I'm going to figure it out. If they don't want to tell me the secret, what the secret is, I don't know what the secret is, but if they don't want to tell me the secret of how they're getting distributors, I'm going to find out the secret and I'm going to sign these distributors. So I started focusing on my mindset, you guys. And I promise you, instead of me thinking no one wants to sign with me anymore, I changed that into, I have my hands on something that can change every single person's life. I have my hands on something that can change the hurting mom that has to leave her babies at daycare, that has to go and, take back bottles and cans to even provide for her family. I have something that I can change their lives. And so I just started thinking that way. And I no longer would speak the fact that I can't sign distributors. I knew I could do it at that point. And so I started feeding my mind nothing but positivity, super focused on personal development and changing the way I thought. And you know what happened, you guys? My 5th month in the business, I signed my first distributor. It was my husband. I was determined it was going to happen. Now, I'm not saying everybody go out and sign your husband. That's not what I'm telling you. That's what I did. And he just opened the floodgate for me, okay? And in my 6th month in the business, now this was month 5, my 6th month in the business, I went diamond. And at that point, we were on an old pay scale. We had to have 24 distributors. So in 1 month, your girl was able to get 24 distributors and able to fill up a diamond chart, all because I started thinking different. I decided that it was no longer about me. It was about what I could do for others. And it became my passion. And it became something that I was very, very passionate about. I was no longer willing to let other people go by without me telling them what I had and what I could do to help them. So that is something that if you're thinking right now and you're on this and you're like, I cannot sign people. I do not know what's wrong with me. I am posting, I am asking, I am doing the work every single day that I'm being told to do, but they are not coming to me. They are not signing. It is your mindset. I promise you in this business, 80% of what you do is mindset. 20% is action. Okay. So make sure your mind is where it needs to be and no longer speak death over your business, because the power of life and death is in the tongue. And if you're saying, I can't sign anybody, you're not going to sign anybody. But start speaking by faith what you're going to do in this business. Now, I promise you this works. This has happened on numerous occasions. Jami Herndon could unmute herself and tell you. I'll be like, oh my gosh, Jami, I need this many people for this promotion. She's like, okay, Maria, you go sign 5 distributors today. And you know what? I go sign 5 distributors today. Because it's just something about it. When somebody tells you to do something, you do it. When you start telling yourself something, you do it. You're not giving yourself a way out, okay? So that's the first tip that I wanted to share with you. That is not a secret, I promise. It's just something you guys have to start practicing and put into action, okay? The next thing that I'm going to share with you is attraction marketing. And I have to talk quick because there's 2 other powerhouses here that are going to talk about distributors. I'm going to step out of the way. But attraction marketing, making things very visually appealing for your people, okay? So when people are coming to your page, that they feel attracted to your lifestyle, to your pictures, to what you're doing. Now, how do you do attraction marketing? Well, attraction marketing, number 1, you want to make sure that you're posting frequently. It does not have to be posting on your page. It can be in your stories, okay? But your pictures need to be like nice, high quality pictures, not grainy pictures, not bad lighting pictures, and don't be afraid of filters. I'm not saying you're ugly if you don't use a filter, you guys, but your girl uses filters. Filters are there for a reason. They make your pictures look good, okay? This is not the of course, I'm getting phone calls in the middle of Zoom. I totally lost my train of thought. Filters. So we were talking about filters. Oh, this is not the Zoom to train you on how to use filters or apps. Okay, we can do a training on that for you, and I'd be happy to put something together. But use applications to make your pictures pretty. Buy edits, whatever you need to do. Go out and just Google it, YouTube it. You'll learn how to use filters, okay? But filter those pictures and make them look high quality studio pictures. Don't post ads. People buy people, not product, okay? So what does that mean? I'm not posting a picture of my coffee. I'm posting a picture of me with my coffee cup. And I'm talking about how this coffee is making me feel amazing. You guys, that's attraction marketing, okay? Attraction marketing is sharing your product in a way where it attracts people to you and to your product to make them want to buy. You're gonna post at frequent times throughout the day, but key times are breakfast, lunch, and dinner. What do people do when they're eating? They look at their phones. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner, key times. You're gonna vary your types of product, vary your types of post. What are 5 things that you are known for? If you don't have 5 things that you're known for, then you need to sit down tonight and you need to figure out 5 things that you're passionate about that you're going to start sharing. Okay? When you go to my page, when people come to my page, they immediately know 5 things that I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about church. I'm passionate about my family, homeschooling. We're an RV family. You know, they can immediately tell I'm passionate about Mexican food. Okay. Like they know your girl eats Mexican food. So it's just something that I always am talking about, you guys. So people know me because I'm sharing my life. I'm sharing things about me. They buy me before they buy the product. Don't post it works ads. They're not going to be good for you. Okay. I know when we start, we're all like, what do we should post? You go to Pinterest and you put in it works. You guys, please. Been there, done that. I'm trying to teach you the right way. Do not do that. Okay. And then keep your profile free from negativity because nobody wants to join somebody that's negative. Always talk about where this business is taking you. This is another tip. Talk about where the business is taking you because people want to join people that know where they're going. It doesn't matter if you're not Ruby right now. You're talking about going Ruby. And you know what? Most people start this business for $500 a month. So when you're talking about how this business is going to afford you the ability to pay for your car payment, you're not lying. You guys, this business has changed my life. I'm a triple diamond. The average income of a triple diamond is like 8,000 something a month. Plus my husband's a diamond. I am very blessed. This business has changed my life. I can pay my bills through this business. But there was a day that I couldn't pay anything but buy my daughter a blind bag at Target. But you know what? I was talking about that blind bag that I bought at Target for $3 because my daughter was obsessed with blind bags that I could not afford. So tips to attract distributors: visualize things appealingly so that people want to follow you. And I was going to share my screen and all of that and show you guys some tips. But at this point, I'm going to turn it over to Jami Bostic because I've already taken my 15 minutes and I want to make sure that she has time to share her tips and Savannah as well. So Jami, take it away.
Okay, guys, was that not legit fire? Throw some fire up in the chat. So much goodness. You guys, Maria is a boss. She is amazing. So if you guys don't follow her, check out her page, watch her stuff. If you want to know how to win this business, trust me, you copied the right cat, okay? I'm copying the right cat. My cat, she trained me well. All right, guys. So if you guys know, I love to sign distributors. I love signing them. I love training them. It's not always easy, okay? But it is really something I'm passionate about. And tonight I want to talk to you guys about a couple of things. First off, I have people ask me all the time, how are you doing it? What are you doing? How are you doing it? How are you signing so many distributors? And the thing is, and I heard this on a Zoom, a while back, is you're getting what you ask for. What are you asking for? What are you messaging for? Are you focusing on customers? Are you only doing host to post for customers? Because you're only going to get what you ask for. So if you want distributors, it's time to start asking for distributors. It's time to start posting on your stories about distributors. It's time to post on your wall for distributors. So something I try and do, I try to do it daily. I don't always get it done daily, but is to write my story post on my wall. And what I mean by that, and I'm going to share an image with you guys really quickly. So give me just a second to make my other phone the host. I got to find it. I want to share this image with you that was shared with us at conference before last, I think. One of the conferences before last we had. All right. So I'm going to share my screen quickly. Can everybody see my screen? All right, I want everybody to screenshot this picture. Screenshot that, save it to your phone, put it in your notes, something. This is an amazing outline on how to tell your story. And like Maria was talking about, people are following you. They're following you for a reason. They are not following you because of a product, okay? They're following you because of your success with the product. They're following you because of what you're talking about. Tell your story. And some of you may say, I don't have a story. Everybody has a story. Is it different? Oh yeah, very, very different. What was life like before? Before It Works, I was working a full-time job. Guess what? I'm still working a full-time job. But we were barely making ends meet, and we made good money. Was I looking for extra money? No. What did you find? When I found It Works, you don't have to say It Works in your post. When I found this opportunity, I found a group of friends. Some people are literally just looking for friends. If you have been changed because of this business, because of the group of women and men and this group of distributors that you're around, I want you to put a 1 in the chat, fire in the chat, throw something in the chat. I'm going to tell you that it changes you. Some people are looking literally just for that. What were you skeptical about? I didn't think I could sell. I'm a nurse. What is life like now? It's amazing. We've paid off over $10,000 worth of debt. I've earned over $25,000 in bonuses. Like, it's easy to tell your story. Was my story that when I started? No. My story was, before this, I was watching a friend of mine travel all the time, and I was so jealous. I just wanted to travel like her. I didn't even know her. And I'm talking about Maria, who signed me up. And then at the end of your telling your story, you want to invite them to join you. This is called a call to action. I almost forgot. This is called a call to action. You want to give them something to do. So don't just go and write this amazing story and leave it there. Like, do with what you do with what you please. Call to action. DM me for more, or comment below. I'd love to share. Here's my cell, whatever. I put my cell phone out there all the time. I was real leery at first to do it, but I've never gotten a weird text. Okay. But give them the call to action. Same thing when you're doing your stories. Okay, so I'm done with this. Stop. When you are doing I'm the host. Oh, my phone's the host. I was like, why can't I make myself the host? I'm sorry, guys. When you're doing your stories, put a call to action on your stories. So you want to put some kind of poll. How much is it to start? And you want them to be positive. So when you go to Instagram, you click the little box at the top. It's so easy, you guys, to make a distributor stories post. You literally, sorry, I had to change this back over. You literally can take a picture of yourself. I did this one day. I'm sitting here on my morning Zoom. I do a Zoom every morning at 6 a.m. Sitting here on my iPad. I propped my phone up and I turned on the timer. I sat here like this. I took one picture like this. I looked at the camera, took one picture. Then I edited them. I threw it in my stories. One picture I started with. Do you want to know what I do? Saved it. Next picture. Do you want to know what I do? I've changed my life. Next picture. You just add the words to it. You make a distributor post just like that. It's so easy. And then at the end of it, put a poll. Does this sound like something you would like to do? Can you relate? How many people can relate to being broke? I bet like 90% of the nation can relate to being broke. Have you been broke? Are you broken? So was I. But guess what I found? I mean, it's just so easy. Just talk about it. The scariest thing is doing the first one. But once you do the first one, it's like it just comes natural. So every single day, I try to, just about every day. I don't get it done like I said, every single day, but I try to write my story and then I put a good picture on that. Now we do also have to put a picture of the income disclosure, and your upline, if you don't know what that is, can get with you and help you do that. But we have them posted on both team pages. You have to, put that up there for all the gurus and the laws. the next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was confidence. I will probably say that 90% of the reason that most people aren't able to close the distributor is because of a lack of confidence in themselves, not the distributor, in themselves. When you're talking to someone about something and you're passionate about it, your whole attitude changes. And Jami said something the other night, not everybody was on, but when you're talking to somebody, a customer, when you're talking to a distributor, talk with a smile. I mean, you're texting, but smile while you do it. It comes across. I said something in our team chat the other day. You know how a dog can smell your fear. People say when you're afraid of, if you're scared of dogs know it. They know that you're afraid of them. Every single time a person comes to my house and they don't like dogs, what is my dog? The first thing they do is run and jump on them. Like, they know that person doesn't like dogs. So they go straight to them. Well, guys, customers and distributors can smell your fear, or they can smell your lack of confidence. They can tell that you aren't for sure in what you're saying. So just behind your head, in your head, while you're messaging, say something to yourself. You know you got this. You know what you're passionate about. You know why you're doing this. You know you deserve it. You know God made you for more. Talk to yourself. There's no reason why you can't. But get the confidence behind it. Something Amber Parker said, and I'm going to share my script with you guys, what I send distributors. So make sure you guys have your chat open and you want to save these to your notes. I use this script every single time I talk to a distributor. If I've got new people on here, they're going to say, this is what Jami sent me, because that's what I do. She said, run the conversation. You are in charge of the conversation. You are not there really to answer questions. You're there to ask the questions. You have to think about this as like a job interview. If you went to a job interview, who's asking the questions? The person interviewing you. You are interviewing this person. Guys, we don't want every single person to be a distributor that we talk to. We don't. Not everybody is made for this business. Not everybody needs to be in this business. We want the people that want it, and we want the people that want it for the same reasons that we do. We want to change lives. We want to make money. We want to get healthier. We want to attract those people. So we don't want to just, oh God, I want to sign this just so I can say I signed a distributor. I'm going to tell you guys, it's more frustrating to me to sign a distributor that never replies back to me than them to tell me no to begin with. I would just rather them tell me no to begin with. Okay, guess what, guys? We all get no's. How many times? I'm going to tell you how many people I messaged during the last week. I got so many no's, but I also got so many yeses. And the whole thing is that I'm running the conversation. I'm asking them about the business. I'm asking them about who they are, about why they want this, about who, what skills do they have. So I'm going to send my scripts in the chat here. This is what I do. A couple of different, Savannah's going to talk some more about messaging and stuff like that. So I'm not going to talk about that. But when I make a post on my wall, I made this post last week. Amazing Diane gave it to me, and then I shared because it was amazing. I signed 7 distributors last week since the 27th. That's a lot for me. I'm not saying that's normal. Okay. It's also, that's a lot for the end of, and it's January. So it's boom season. Okay. So it's to be expected. Every single one of them, I message them this. And I think it's really important not to just send them the whole message and then go away. It's a conversation. And this is something I've been talking to my new distributors about too. You don't want to just blurt out all the information. You want to throw the ball back and forth. And Jami has talked about this so much. It's like a game of catch. You throw the ball, they throw the ball back. You throw the ball, they throw the ball back. As long as you're playing catch, you're still in the game. But when one person doesn't respond, the game's over. Okay? Then it's follow-up time. But right now you're in charge of the conversation. So this is my first message. Hey, I'd love to share more. What do you do for work right now, and how much income are you wanting? It's nice to know that off from the very beginning of the conversation. They say however much money they want to make, and they say what they're currently doing. Then I say, awesome. Do you have any marketing experience? It's really nice for them to know that what this is a marketing position. Essentially, we are marketing health and wellness. We are brand ambassadors. Do you have to have experience? No. Doesn't matter what they answer to this. 92% of the time it's no. Sometimes you get a yes and you're like, oh yeah, but most of the time it's no. And so my response is perfect. I love to teach you exactly what I do. You guys, I didn't have any marketing experience. I'm a nurse, okay? I send that, and then I send this message right after it. I don't wait for them to respond. Okay, great. So basically what I do is I'm a social media marketer and own rep for a coffee and wellness company. I just show others via Instagram and Facebook daily how amazing the products are. We follow a task list in about 60 minutes or less a day, and you make commissions off the products sold on your personal website. We don't keep inventory, nor do we have monthly requirements. You can get weekly $150 bonuses too, and make it part of your make it part-time or full-time. This business has been so fun, and I absolutely love the health I've gained, and the community of friends and income is unreal. This is my part of the story. Guys, if you save this, don't send my story. You need to put your story in there. Mine says, this is my current side gig. I also work full-time as an RN, but I'm planning to replace that job soon with this. I love it so much. Does that sound like something you want to try? You just need to replace your part right there. If you're brand new, say, I'm so excited for where I'm going. Talk about what you're going to do. You haven't seen the money come in yet because you just got started. I'm so excited for where I'm going. Talk about where you're going, what your goals are, what your plans are. Okay. Now the next message is this one. And so they say, does this sound like something you want to do? They say, yes. You respond with, okay, great. We can get you started now. The license to market, just like real estate and cosmetology, you make them understand that this is a real job. Okay. I pay $65 every single year for my nurse's license. And maybe more than that now, but just is normally $99, but I have a 60% off coupon, $39 right now. It gives us, and you can read the rest of this. What do you think? Now, this is their opportunity to ask questions. Okay. They can say, it sounds really good, but I don't really have the money right now. You know what? Perfect. Let me give you that. Don't have money? And I send this. Girl, I totally understand how you feel. Wait, no, I don't send that. Give me 5 seconds. That's when somebody tells me I don't have the money for product. They tell me they don't have the money, and I send, I'm going to have to find it. Give me a second. Here it is. Something like this. I usually say, I completely understand. I know you don't have the money right now, but I'm super excited you're ready to do this. Something like this. This is kind of like the next. I have some conversation with them, and I tell them about selling the pre-selling samples. And then I help them with that, especially right now with it being $39. They only have to sell 2 samples. I love distributors that pre-sell samples because most of the time they already understand how to do that, and it usually works out really well. I have another message and I'll find it later, but I don't want to steal up any more time for that. I think that was pretty much what I had. So be confident in what you're saying. Make sure you know what you're asking is what you're getting. So if you're only asking for customers, you're only getting customers. If you're only messaging for customers, you're only getting customers. If you're only posting for them, that's all you're going to get. So post for distributors, post in your stories, let people see who you really are and talk about it. Go live. Go on your stories. Talk on your stories. If you're scared to death of going live, talk on your stories and be like, tell people who, what you've done and where you're going. That's all I have, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys like this message. If y'all need anything else, y'all know where I'm at. Savannah is up next. Do you need to share your screen or anything, Savannah? You do? Okay, I'll make you the host.
Okay. Hey, you guys. All right. So, that was all really, really good. I feel like I have nothing to offer to you guys. So, hopefully, my little bit of tips can do some justice for you guys tonight. So, I think I signed 9 distributors in the month of January, and don't forget I took a 7-day sabbatical. So I had one less week than everyone else. And I was like, I've got to have my 10. And I technically had 10, but like this one girl like freaked out and just left like after she signed up. And so we have those too. So if you ever sign someone that like is like, oh, I'm ready, I'm in, and then they're like, no, change my mind. It's like, what happened? Just know we've had those too. It happens. It happens to all of us. If it's happened to you, then it's happened to us a million times. So I would have had 10 if she totally didn't mess up my number, but that's okay. But 10, I don't know if there's a magical number to 10. I don't know if there's a science behind it. All I can tell you is I remember Jami Herndon getting into the leadership chat one day, and she was like, how many distributors are y'all signing? And we were all like 3, 5, and she was like, Pam Souders said, if you're not signing 10, then you ain't doing nothing. I was like, okay. And she's a multi-millionaire. So you copy the right cat. You want to take advice from things that they're doing. And so I was like, let's go for it. And ever since then, 10 is my number. And I can honestly say, like Maria was talking about, when I say that I'm signing 10, when I put it out there, I just about do it every single time. I may fall short by just a couple, but every single time I get very, very close. And so that whole speaking, affirmation, and positivity thing, I'm telling you, it works. If it's the first of the month, so somewhere today, you should have taken time and wrote out, this month I'm signing this many distributors. This month I'm signing this many customers. This month I'm bringing in this much volume. This month I am creating this new habit. Like, you should already have goals to set, because we're at the end of the first day. And so if you have no roadmap to what you're going to do with February, then let me tell you how you'll end February, just like you began January. So if you want to end February higher and richer, then you need to set your goals today. Before you go to bed tonight, you need to write your goals down. They need to be somewhere. Okay. So the two things, when Maria asked me to do this, the two things that I could think of as far as a distributor, signing distributors, the two things that I feel like I'm the most consistent with is, I know it's a huge secret. So is everybody ready? Because I'm about to let my secret out. It's the biggest secret. I'm sure you've never heard of this, but it's host to post. I know, right? Everybody hates host to post. I mean, who's going to be honest? Put a 2 in the chat if you hate host post. Come on. Who's going to be my honest people out there? Thank you, Christy. Thank you. I love you. Jami, thank you. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Kelsey. Yes. You're not the only one. Okay. At some point, we have all hated host to post. Okay. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about host to post, but we're like, host to post, I don't want to do it. What else can I do? I'd rather go live. Like, but host to post, you guys. And so I always tell my host to post story. So I'm not going to really like go into detail, but I did host post for a little while. For a little while, it was working for me. It stopped working for me. I told Jami, I was like, not working. Not doing host post. Count me out. Y'all keep on with your little host post, but it doesn't work for me. And Jami's like, okay, you're just not doing enough. And I'm like, girl, I'm double diamond. I have 2 double diamond paychecks. Who are you telling? Okay. But she was just being straight up for real with me. And she's like, you're not doing enough. And I was like, okay. So I was like, I'm going to go prove her wrong. I'm going to ask so many people to host a post for me. And you guys, host a post blew up for me, and it has become a strong love language of mine. And if you don't know, I won the host a post giveaway for the most host a post for last month. Okay. Whoop, whoop. Shout out. Okay. Because y'all, I was there. I know your pain. I hated host a post. I claimed it didn't work. I was like, I knew it didn't work. And I had to have someone tell me it does work. You're just not doing it correctly. And so I had to do it the right way. And the right way is you got to ask enough people. If you're going for 10 host to post, you're probably going to need to ask about 100 people. Okay. Sometimes you're going to put up a giveaway post and it is going to take off. You're going to have that giveaway post and it's like, oh my gosh, I can't keep up. And then you're going to put up a giveaway post one day and it's going to be like crickets. Where'd everybody go? The other day I had 200 comments. Now I got none. Like, okay, sorry. Yes, 4 years in, and we have those moments too, where we put up a post and nobody says anything. Okay. And so we have those moments, but you just got to keep asking until you get the 10. Today, I had my 10 by 3:00 and I was like, yes. And then there's days where I'm sitting there at 11 o'clock and I'm like, oh my gosh, if these people do not host a post for me, I'm going to scream. So it's a roller coaster ride. It's up and down, but you got to fall in love with it. And I'm going to show you why, because host a post is going to take care of getting your potential customers, getting customers. It's going to take care of you growing your network. It's going to take care of you messaging, and it's going to take care of you asking for distributors. If you are having people host a post for you and you're not asking them into the business, you are doing yourself and them a huge disservice. So I'm going to actually share with you the script that I use once people host a post for me. Okay, so I heard someone say one time that they ask people to host a post for them 1 month, and then they come back the next month and then they ask all those people that host a post for me if they want it for them, if they want to be a distributor. You can do that if you're organized. If you are organized and you've got all your ducks in a row, then do that. But if you're me and you've got 20 tabs open all day long, then do not get out of Messenger without asking them to become a distributor. So the way a conversation works with me is, hey, we got a giveaway. You want to enter? They say yes. Yay. Here's the post. You know how host to post works. Here's the post. Post it. Let me know when you're done. They come back. Either I get a notification that I've been tagged in something, or they come back and tell me they're done. Immediately, I go right back into Messenger and I send this message. Hey girl, thanks so much for posting for me. Just want to throw that out there, but that's exactly what I do every day. You have literally showed them step by step what you do on a daily basis. I put up a giveaway post. I ask people to post for me. They post for me. Now I ask them to be a distributor. That's what I do every day. You literally just showed them how to work their business, and they're not even a distributor yet. So host to post is amazing because you've already started training them and they don't even know it. Okay. So you're going to send them this. And then once they send them this, you could either send them what Jami sends them. So I have 2 scripts. I have what Jami sends, or I have the message that I'm about to send to you. Now you're probably sitting there like, well, how do you choose which one? It depends on what time of the month it is. If we're in the earlier part of the month and I got time to chit chat with people, I send what Jami sends. If I don't have time and my phone's blowing up and we're on crunch time, we've got expiration times and things like that, then I send this. And I actually got this from Susan Wade, which is like one of my favorite people. And the only reason I know I got it from her is because it in my text replays is SW for Susan Wade. It's so stupid, but it's just how I remember it. So anyways, once they say yes, I send them this and I'm like, so I joined this business as a mom of 2. I basically tell just a little bit of my story. From this point, we may talk about some things. It just kind of depends. And then I send this as an add-on to whatever they say. So there'll maybe be a couple of sentences of, I totally understand. Oh, by the way, I don't know, just making small talk, and then I'll send this message. Okay. So, and then that's it. And then we go into signing them up as a distributor. Okay. I do a lot of voice memos, a lot of voice memos when I'm talking to distributors. So that is my big secret for host to post, because I know it's huge. You've never heard of host to post before. No one's ever told you to do host to post before. So I'm letting the cat out of the bag. If they have not told you how to do host to post, you gotta go do it. Okay. Now the other thing, and let's hope my phone will let me screen share. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it does not. Okay. Jamie, can you make the other Savannah, my other one, a host? It won't let me make that one a host for some reason. It's saying that I'm the host, but it won't let me.
You have to do it from your computer. You're
Okay.
on the computer and make your phone. I did the same thing.
I was like, what's it doing? Okay, let me find me on here. So many people on, so exciting. Okay, where are we? Oh, there we are. There's me. There's the other me. Okay. We couldn't handle two of me's. Just one. Just one's allowed. Okay. So let's screen share here. Open sesame. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm just gonna be real and honest with you guys. My Instagram is not super pretty. It has come a long way. But obviously if you look at mine and then you look at Maria's, there is a huge difference. And so it does take time. So it's not going to happen overnight. It does take time. And it's okay to be you in the midst of all of it. You cannot lose you in the midst of it, but you got to make sure that it's still somewhat attractive. Okay. So I'll just show you my Instagram. So that's my Instagram. And as you can see, I can tell you the one of me sitting in a chair is an opportunity post. The one of me sitting in my car is an opportunity post. There's one on my Zoom. It looks like I'm at a desk. That's an opportunity post. Some of me and the girls is an opportunity post. That one of my husband and my daughter is actually an opportunity post. But does it look like it when you look at it? No, it doesn't. And that's the way you want your Instagram to look, because otherwise these people are not going to follow you. But you want them to click on these and be like, oh, wait a minute, what does she do? You see what I'm saying? You want to attract them. You want to pull them in. And I'll be honest with you, throwing up $39 business builder kit on the front page is not going to attract anybody. Okay. So that's the whole post part, but the story part, and I think I figured out how to, okay, go to archives. And it's kind of hard to really tell because I know what these posts say and what they do, but I do a lot of talking in my stories. I do a lot of talking. I do a lot of people seeing me. As you can tell, like I'm talking, it looks horrible, but this is today. I ran outside in the cold to get my gummies. I was like, my gosh, I left him in the car. And so, but I do a lot of talking in my posts. Does anybody else know something that I do a lot of? Just by scrolling here, something maybe you're seeing me take a lot of pictures of.
The grind. You show the grind.
Yes. Because I'll be honest with y'all, I want hustlers on my team. I want people that are ready to work. I don't want to be the only one working. Okay. So do not be afraid to post that. Do not be afraid to show you working. If you're at your desk, get your husband to take a picture. I have a tripod sitting right here. Sometimes I'll set my phone in there Set it to portrait mode, put a timer on it, and take a picture of me sitting here working. That's okay. So show people, let people know you're working on a daily basis. You're getting this. There was a opportunity post that I was looking for. I must have missed it. I post a lot. Okay. I was looking at it a while ago. Surely I didn't delete it. Because I know it's here. Here it is. Here it is. So this was kind of the same thing that Jami Bostic was talking about, but just taking a picture. I mean, it's so easy to just take, like, I think Brad took this picture. We were at his mom's house. I was reading our book for the month, and I was like, hey, will you take a picture of me really quickly? Takes 2 seconds. He snapped the picture, and then next thing you know, I've got a business post. Okay. And some of you guys may have seen this. A couple of us done the exact same thing. Someone else done it, and we were like, man, that looks really, really good. Okay. So posting about the Zooms, like, let's do it right now. Everybody turn your videos on. Let's take a picture. It's my favorite time. Let's do it. We'll take a picture right now. And then we are all going to put what we just learned into action. Okay. Turn your videos on. I see y'all laughing. Everybody that's normally on my Zooms, like, every single time she makes us take pictures. Every picture is money, honey. Okay. Let me get my phone situated. Okay. If you want to take pictures from yours, you can too. Okay, let's see here. If I can. All right. So y'all just keep smiling because there's 2 pages. So I got to make sure I get everybody ready. 1, 2, 3. All right. Stay there because you might be on the 2nd page. All right. Keep smiling. 1, 2, 3. All right. Jamie's comments keep popping up in the thing. I don't know if you can see it. Okay. So, and that's just really, like, that's all I do, you guys. I mean, it sounds so simple, but the key to the entire thing is what? Can anybody guess the key word here that I'm looking for?
Consistency.
Consistency. It's all about consistency. Making sure I'm consistently doing host to post. I can't follow up with my host to post people and ask them to become a distributor if I didn't even do my host to post. You got to do the things. You got to get your KPI out, and you got to do what your KPI is telling you to do, because it's going to work. The system's going to work as long as you're consistent with it. So consistency and doing my host to post, and consistency and stories. And that's honestly, I feel, how I get most of my distributors, because I'm not perfect with telling my story yet, like Jami does, but I do a lot of lives and I'm able to talk about it. But Jami's better at writing the stories, but I'm better at talking about them. So I talk about it. So where's your bread and butter? What's something you're good at? Are you good at talking? Maybe you should go live telling your story. Okay. So we are going to close this out. I hope so much that you took notes, you screenshotted, you take time to come back and rewatch the recording, because sometimes we forget the things. But you guys, literally, the things we tell you every day, we're not doing any secret sauce. We're not doing anything different than we're telling you guys. I remember, I'll close out with this. If you are looking for a goal, if you're trying to figure out what you should be doing, this is your goal. I'm about to tell every one of you what your goal should be if you've not already promoted, okay, to like diamond and above rank. Your goal is steps to success. You need to make sure you run your ADBV auto ship. You need to get your 3 distributors and your 6 customers. I get so, like, I'm just like mind blown every time we're on a leadership Zoom and a top income earner, top 20, something is like, oh my gosh, I just was doing my steps to success. That's all I've ever done every single month. My steps to success: 3 distributors, 6 customers, 3 distributors, 6 customers, 3. If I told you 3 distributors and 6 customers this month could possibly make you $2,000, would you do it? Because it's possible. You have it in your hand. Now it's your decision whether you're going to actually get out there and do it. Set your goals. Everyone's minimum is 3 and 6. 3 and 6. And if you're diamond and above, it's 10. You're going for 10, buddy. All right. I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this. Happy Monday night. Make sure you set your goals. If you don't have a roadmap, hey, you are running blind, and hey, blind lead the blind. We're all falling in the ditch. Okay. All right. I love y'all, and y'all have a good night. Bye, y'all.
Savannah, make sure you close out the recording.
Oh, I'm sorry. What'd she say?
Make sure you stop the recording first.
Oh, okay. I thought she was saying so. All right. Bye, you guys. Y'all have a good one.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.